get in. It's the post-match pint from Hotel TAW as usual, and Liverpool, as usual, have won 3-1 today against Newcastle. They had the slippers on, they had the cigars out, they had the smoking jackets on. And I think I've got Damien, by the way, with me, Damien Cavana. I've got Paul Johnson with me, and I'm Gareth Roberts. You probably know all that by now, don't you? But yeah, it was the football version of Die Hard, I thought, mate, in that it was...
Explain that for us.
It was entertaining, but you knew what was going to happen in the end.
You explained it well,
there was a few dodgy bits,
yeah.
but you knew what, you was the winner in the end.
It started off with the evil character of Steve Bruce, who comes to town and does things bad to you sometimes.
And a brilliant goal in the top corner after 7 minutes.
Yeah,
and you're like, hang on, this isn't in the script.
No, it wasn't. I mean, Newcastle, I thought, were great at the start. You know, they got the plans ready. They were hard to beat, they were first in the tackle, they got the lines close, and they were just hoping to get something on the break and hopefully a worldie or a mistake, and sure enough it happened. And I thought they were marvellous, actually, you know, for them, you know, with the ambitions that they might have had. And then, as the game goes on, Liverpool, who'd started slowly, like Robertson's bouncing off its shin, it's going out and whatever have you. So they've turned up to town like saying, well, we're playing the Champions of Europe here, we better start fast. And it's unusual for us not to start fast. But, you know, it's a long season.
It's R12, it's international break.
All that. So the crowd stayed patient, the team stayed patient, and slowly but surely we were penning them further in and further in, and Fabinho's creeping further and further up the pitch, and you know, and basically dictating the momentum of the game. I thought it was that good in the first half, and then as the game goes on, they start making mistakes and the passes start going awry, and you know, it all seems very ominous at that point, doesn't it? And I thought we were a bit. We laboured a bit, I thought, you know, at first, but once Bobby comes on, it's a question of, we know we've won now, what score is it going to be? And I think they were happy to take 3-1, you know, and I mean, at half time, it gets to 2-1, and they have to start playing in our half, and that's exactly where we want them. And it goes to 3-1, and it was just never in doubt, was it? It was just an absolute stroll in the park, that was Savvy.
That pretty much sums it up, doesn't it, Paul?
Yeah,
I mean, there was sort of nothing to worry about. I mean, even though we're 1-0 down there, you know, there was no panic, was there? There was no thoughts of, oh, well, we're not going to, you know, there's no way we're not going to win this. And it sort of just felt like it was a little bit in Liverpool's hands. If there's one thing to pick at, if you want to pick at something, I just thought maybe at times a little bit, I thought, had they taken the foot a little bit off the gas? Even at 2-1, I just thought, get the next one and get it done. And then we all know it's done. And at times you just thought, but at the end, who's asked for top of the league and we won 3-1?
I think before, when you walk up the ground again, it's, you know, people say, what do you reckon today? I went to my dad's before, so what do you reckon today, son? I said, it should be a routine win. And the fact that we're saying that, and it was in the end, I think you got a spot on there, Damien. I think it was a slow start, we were a little bit off it, and fair play to Newcastle. Obviously, they came with a plan, and you know, it worked for them. I think we worry, if I had a worry, and it's not a major one, but I just thought, it's not going to look as fluent with someone else and not Bobby in the front three. And I thought it was a little bit like that. You know, Origi was out left and it wasn't really happening for him, and he got a knock as well. And Sadio down the middle. And
that's hard though, isn't it? Because I seen stroke heard a few little gripes about Origi today, and I kind of felt sorry for him because I thought, you're coming in the team at the expense of Firmino, who everyone loves, who's brilliant.
And he's irreplaceable.
We'll talk about him in a minute because he was unbelievable again today. But also as well, you know, Klopp always talks, doesn't he, about rhythm and all that sort of stuff. And it's hard to be in and out the side, isn't it?
Definitely. And then he obviously goes left because that's where he plays, but then that switches Mane into the middle. And then even the dynamics between Bobby and him then, between Mo and Sadio it would be with Mo and Bobby. So it's hard then for Origi to then come in and just, you know, naturally get into it. So there's no criticism on my part for Origi. I think it's harsh if you are. I just think that was probably one of the factors to why maybe we were a little bit slow.
Definitely.
And then I think you mentioned Robbo was a bit rusty. When he picked the game up, he had a 10-minute spell. He's crucial for the first goal, which again is a worldie once Sadio's cut in. And I think that was then, once we had that equaliser, there was almost like the Die-Hard scenario. This is, we know what's going to happen, and it did.
Firmino had his white vest on, and it was all about
he was marvellous,
when he was going to machine gun everyone down.
He was marvellous, I mean, Bobby was so fantastic. When a very learned friend of mine, Dan Kay, works for the Echo. And you know, I think he's a very astute analyst. He called Bobby the straw that stirs the drink. You know what I mean? And it's an elaborate way of explaining, but you know, as soon as he comes on, everything just knits together around. You know, Dan said a little while ago that he thought that maybe Bobby was, and it's a bit outrageous to say this, but he was possibly the most talented player Liverpool's had since Kenny.